so bad for you. Oh no, are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fatphobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
Welcome everybody to it's a new channel, The Bridge Reacts. Boom. I am your host, Marcus, and I have my co-host here,
Janae.
You
know, we here with some reaction videos.
Yeah, we do some reaction videos. Basically, the bridge between us is the actual Instagram. Go follow that. Basically, we're bridging the gaps between men and women in the community, the dysfunction in the community, why we do not trust each other, why there's so much conflict.
Yes.
Red pill content, misandry, misogyny, all this other stuff that's going around here. So we're just trying to bridge the gap between us and make their community a lot stronger so we can not be the laughing stock of all ethnic groups. Cool. Yeah. Today's video, we are looking at a very interesting garbage. Los Angeles School District posts an ultra woke message on food is what it's called. So we're going to go ahead and check it out. If you like the channel, like our vibes, subscribe, hit the like button.
You already know what to do.
Yeah, just do
Turn
it.
that like button blue.
Right? You like locks? I try to shake my bun. But here's the content.
You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty. Are they moldy? I mean, are they poisoned? Are you allergic? No, I'm just saying. You're judging my food choices based on a false standard of health again, aren't you? Guilty.
Diet culture, fatphobia, and systems of oppression have created false hierarchies of food, and it shows up everywhere.
For instance, harmful thought patterns like earning food through exercising, or that dessert is the reward for the punishment of eating vegetables.
Remember that you do not...
Let's stop it there. There's a lot to digest already, literally.
Deep sigh. Yes.
Deep sigh. Well, go ahead and go first.
First and foremost,
I've already seen the video as a full disclaimer, but
why is eating vegetables a punishment? Season your food, it's not a punishment. Yeah. Veggies actually taste good if you cook them. You're over here trying to imply that the only unhealthy food is something that's poisoned, rotten, toxic. Are we completely removing the nutritional value aspect from?
That's basically what they're doing. And it's okay. It just seems like a really lame cop-out of trying to justify why you should be able to eat whatever you want and then expect to have the same results as anyone else who is eating healthy. And then have the same benefits of feeling great and feeling great about yourself. It's just kind of disingenuous, I'd say. You even have a black nutritionist, which really irks me, that you're a nutritionist. You know the differences between donuts and
like
broccoli or salads. Like there's no way you can try to justify. It's just that this is an ongoing issue with our community when it comes to overeating or eating bad foods, quote unquote. They taste great.
Yes, they
do.
But
bad foods as in like soul foods, where it's a lot of like either fried foods, greasy foods, pork. Just using like grease from other different foods that you've saved up.
It adds flavor.
But still, it also adds
flavor.
Adds fats in your arteries.
Cholesterol.
These are things that donuts would actually potentially do versus salad. So it's just, once again, disingenuous trying to... This is pandering. This is pandering. this is I want to say it's pandering. It's pandering. You're pandering to people who potentially have a eating disorder, or they just can't have self-control.
I'm not feeling the video, honestly, because I'm just like, where are you trying to go with this? California has weird stuff going on anyway, so I mean, this doesn't surprise me that their school district dropped this. The LA school district, I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not surprised either.
Not need to earn food.
We are all incorrectly taught from a young age that our size, and therefore the foods that we eat, are markers of our self-worth. Moralizing food can lead to harmful relationships.
I had to pause it right here real quick. Are you going to listen to someone named Savage X Fatty for like any kind of food or health advice? Are you gonna? Is that you?
Me personally, I would not. It's the same way with my physicians. If my physician is overweight that makes me raise an eyebrow because
It's just a little.
You're not even taking your own advice.
I mean, and this is not to like. So one thing we want to get straight and squared away. This is the first episode. We're 5 minutes in. We are not here to promote hate, to disrespect anyone, to make fun of people, quote unquote. We like to have fun here, of course. We make fun of ourselves. So it's like if you can't take a joke,
yourself, you shouldn't be laughing anybody else.
Right? You can't take a joke. Can't take a joke. Yeah. You can't justify. I don't consider myself 100% healthy. I'm a little chubby and stuff like that. Like I can lose weight. So it's like I can't live in this delusion acting like I'm perfectly fit and I'm fine. All my eating choices and eating habits, exercise habits are fine. They're not. I'm not consistent. I can do a lot better. So it's like, you know you're lying to you. I don't know. You know you're lying to yourself, right? Like it's just like, but I guess we got to hear what she has to say. Add anything to that because
not at the moment.
Rant
I'm
again.
No, you're fine.
With food and disordered eating.
Instead of focusing on good and bad choices, try to approach food with neutrality in mind.
The only foods that are bad for you are foods that contain allergens, poisons, and contaminants, or food that is spoiled or is otherwise inedible.
Eat without guilt, regardless of what society says.
Obviously, like Marcus was saying, this is a space where we're having communication and conversations about these various topics and things like that ail our community, you know? And I really do feel like I don't know what it is about just assuming this victim role. I don't know what it is. My thing is like I'm obviously not in any way trying to say or imply that if you are larger or if you're smaller, you know, you should not be in love with what you see in the mirror. You know, I think with every phase that your body goes through, you absolutely should always maintain a consistent love for yourself. But I think if you truly did love yourself, you would recognize that being this overweight is not healthy. That is not your best self. Sure. Whatever perspective you have going on, that's not your best self. And it's like, I want you to be your best self. Yeah,
we don't want to see our women affected by obesity, by diabetes, all these health risk diseases.
People love to say that they have conditions that run in their family, but I mean in reality, 9 times out of 10 it's your eating habits. Yeah, like you don't have strokes and heart attacks and high blood pressure and cholesterol that runs in your family. You have eating habits, and I think that's what I don't appreciate about this video. Is that the message that they're sending out is that the only bad food for you is poisoned or contaminated.
Or allergenic.
Yeah, or causes you to have an allergic reaction when that's literally bullshit. Like, I'm just gonna say it. It's like, I that's delusional to really move with that perspective. Lift the blanket up and just call it what it is. Like, no one's saying you can't have a donut every now and again, but that should not be the main thing that you're going for. I don't know why they're coming with this ultra woke message. Like, there's nothing wrong with the way
it's like the body positivity, which I think we're about to look at in a second because you can kind of see that.
See it popping up.
Right. So it goes along with that, and say for instance, if there was a magical pill that will allow you to lose the magical weight that the number that you want to lose, it'll shrink your loose skin and all that. Do you really think a lot of people would specifically want to stick to their current body size if they were XL models or whatever? Do you think they want to stay their current body size, or would they take that pill and then...
I mean, probably not. You know what I mean? I'm not...
Let's see how proud they...
I personally can't speak because I'm not...
That's fair. That's well, yeah. Well, let's hear what the model... Yikes. Them or they. Don't cancel us.
Let's see what they have to say.
5 facts to fight diet culture.
The idea that we cannot govern our own bodies is rooted in European colonization. Diet culture is not rooted in health, it's rooted in power. Your body needs food.
You don't have to earn it or burn it off. The harm starts young. Children internalize that both.
We can pause it right there. What is diet culture? Isn't it just called like wanting to, stay alive long enough to see your grandchildren?
Diet culture is like if you're going from ketoism to veganism to carnivore diet, like you're jumping from whatever fad diet is going on. But I don't think healthy eating is consider. A diet is something that's temporary when you think about it. Like, you don't do a diet.
It's not a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's not a lifestyle.
Sure.
It's a temporary thing.
The harm starts young, and children internalize fat phobia at the age of 5. I mean, what is fat phobia? Marcus, editing Marcus, put the fat phobia somewhere on the screen. That's what fat phobia. So it's somewhere here. Yeah. We're not to have a phobia. You're scared of someone by definition.
Irrationally afraid of something is a phobia.
Thank you. So, do you think people are afraid of fat individuals, or do the majority of the world actually find being overweight and obese more of a unattractive characteristic?
It's probably more of an unattractive characteristic. I highly doubt people are actually afraid of fat people. There might be some people.
Unless you taste good.
That's...
I have to have at least one of them in the video.
Phobia by the age of 5. Diet culture is fat phobia.
It can't be reformed, it must be abolished.
Free and popular, but true.
The irony of that little smarter than seconds.
That's cute though. I like the jingle.
I like the lies.
Facts about obesity.
Oh, she didn't even
missed
cover
the
it up all the
camera.
way. Yikes.
Racism are the main reason why Black people have a higher rate of certain illnesses. Number 2, stigmatizing
Like
Black
how
women for their
aggressively
weight
she's
leads to
smacking the
inappropriate weight loss prescription. There is nothing healthy about regaining the weight back and forth to fit into a healthy BMI. And this leads to shame, guilt, and depression.
What do you think is a healthy BMI to her, by definition? She doesn't look like she doesn't look like Savage X Fatty.
I mean, I'm not sure. Well, the one thing I will say about the BMI, it was based on European people, so I mean, that isn't completely accurate in regards to
Not
like
European.
so-called blacks,
That's
but
fair.
like can still be used as a guideline, right? Like I think obviously if you're 5'5" and you're 220, I mean, that might tell you I might be overweight for my height. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just it's
Number 3, a 71 billion industry profits from the oppression and shame of Black women's
71.
body, the diet industry.
She forgot the unit of measure.
She forgot
Dollar.
facts
Dollar.
too. I feel
Billion
like.
industry.
Just saying that, like the food industry. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. I just like what?
Shame of Black women's body. 71 billion industry profits from the oppression and shame of Black women's body, the diet industry.
I mean, I don't think that necessarily correlates. Like, sure, like once again, out of all the communities, our community, the black people, Israelites to be exact, we have a lot of unhealthy habits of eating, a lot of unhealthy foods, and then a lot of our Black women are also affected in that. So I get what you're saying, but I don't want to say, it comes down to accountability.
It does
For
come
everyone.
down to account, but the one thing I will say, at least I guess to kind of go with her point, is you do have companies that literally target Black women, whether it's the fit tees
Sure.
or obviously waist trainers aren't food, but still, I mean, you have these different companies that are like targeting Black women in regards to fitness and health and things like that. It's almost like they try to sell a quick solution instead of the actual solution, which is a change of diet and hard work. I mean,
Exercise.
Yes, exercise. It's not going to be easy to lose or gain weight if you're someone that's smaller. I mean, I'm someone that's like I've kind of been small my whole life, but I mean,
Petite.
even gaining weight for me has been it's work. Like I actually have to make sure I have to watch what I'm eating in that sense.
Since don't let that culture ruin your summer. You don't have to suffer from being restricted of meals because you're fat.
Black and brown people do have disparate health outcomes, but that's more so because of socioeconomic circumstances than racism. Two different things. And if we're serious about saving Black lives, we are wasting our time fighting and marching against racism. We should be holding each other accountable for the
Racism is a fundamental driver of health disparities.
Why'd they cut her off? She was being
It's the reason why Black folks have less access to affordable and nutritious food. It's also the reason why we have less access to quality healthcare.
So healthcare may be to an extent, but we do have the same opportunities to buy healthy food. So that's not true.
Like you may have to take like a subway to get there, or walk a couple blocks. But if you wanted to actually be more aware of what you're eating
Yeah.
and eat healthier, you absolutely can.
So
I'm not saying that it's going to be necessarily affordable.
right, that was another bad take. Like, and then they cut off the woman that was actually speaking truth. So that's the thing too. Like, once again, if Savage X Fatty and anyone who may look very similar to them are going really pushing for this body positivity, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want agenda, there's no structure, there's no guidance to it. Do you think it's going to only add to the chaoticness or the chaos in the world and to themselves, mental health issues and how they feel about themselves? Or do you think it's going to really empower them when they're alone? Say, for instance, Lizzo. We've seen a lot of the great...
Everybody needs to keep dragging Lizzo.
I'm not trying to drag
Everybody
Lizzo.
brings Lizzo
But
up.
it's a great example. She is the epitome of that body positivity movement. But once again, there's been multiple videos of her posting herself, of her crying online, upset about how she truly feels about herself. But then the next day she turns around and feels empowered and wants to flaunt and flex her flag.
I mean, I haven't seen, I don't really follow Lizzo like that, but I think her music is great, you know?
Sure.
I mean,
would you want to trade bodies with Lizzo?
I would not. I'm actually quite content with me. And I think even if she is online kind of crying and upset, I mean, that's a part of healing. Healing it's not a linear journey. It's
Sure. But you gotta stop lying to yourself or your audience to push an agenda.
Well, I haven't seen the video, so I can't speak on whether or not she's lying. I'm only going to speak from a general perspective. I honestly feel like whether you are promoting body positivity and you are getting yourself together, I don't imagine it's going to be rainbows and butterflies every single day. I imagine you probably will have some low days, just with any kind of healing. My takeaway is obviously love who you are, but hold yourself accountable as well, because that's true love. That's really showing your self-love.
Absolutely.
Is being realistic and accountable.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for the first episode of The Bridge Reacts. Tell us what you think about the channel, about the video. Tell us what you think about this video specifically. The original content creator, the DC Shorts. Go ahead and check their main channel out as well. Subscribe to them if you like them. Please check out the Bridge Between Us, the actual Instagram on Instagram as well. You can DM us to be a part of one of those discussions, live discussions we have them. Try to be more consistent about it. And I don't know if I'm really forgetting anything, but we're going to shoot our next video.
Yes.
Yes. Well, once again, thank you so much. Stay beautiful, stay black and healthy, and let's bridge the gap.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One conversation at a time.
At a time.